shining all through endless days. And a brother's speaking bright, her words, a shining light, tuning in each day, darling.
Well, good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a blessed and fulfilling lifestyle. So I'm Anna. I'm your host. I'm a retired school teacher, an educational consultant, a jury consultant, a health consultant, and I'm also a certified cake instructor. So I bring to you a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversation. So each episode, we're going to dive into topics that will enrich your life, from education and personal development to health and wellness, and of course, the art of jewelry making. This is done by workshops, knowledge, and speakers that I bring to you. So tonight, at the beginning of the year for my season 4, I decided to do series. Someone suggested to me that I do series. And so at the beginning of the year, I started off with getting our mindset together, and we talked a little bit about self-care, and so now we're talking a little bit about financial freedom. And financial freedom involves quite a bit of things, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of started out about talking about what is financial freedom. And from there, I went into budgeting, and then I went into aligning your budget with your goals and your values. And I also listed some, different types of budgets and everything. So I've talked about all of those things, but tonight we are going to talk about relieving, crushing that debt. Let's say this, crushing that debt without the stress. So I'm going to give you some tips tonight about crushing the debt. And so hopefully you'll join me as we explore inspiring stories and expert insights and practical advice to help you live that blessed and fulfilling life. And so I want to thank you again for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where every conversation is a treasure. So we're going to break now for a brief commercial, and then when we come back, we're going to delve into crushing the debt.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment, a perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.
All right, we are back. As most of you all know, I am a part of the CTR Media Network. I'm very proud to be a part of that. And you can always reach me at ctrmedianetwork.com. Sweet blessings. If you want to get in touch with me, and also my email is here, and as well as my bid. I got a website as well, so you can reach out to me at all of those places. So let me pull up my presentation, and we are going to hold on. Let me get this. Okay, Crushing the Debt by Anna L. Brothers. I wish. Are you all debt free? I asked that question because I am not debt free. I wish, and you know what? I don't think it's possible to be debt free. But financial freedom, yes. And to me, when we talk about financial freedom, we talk about being able to do those things that are important to us, having enough money to be able to do the things that we like. So, but along the way, we need to crush the debt that we have. And I don't know about many of you, but I know that in the black community, we are not taught how to budget. I don't know, we taught little things, but not necessarily how to budget. And so I believe that's why a lot of people get into trouble with it, including myself. So has been a learning experience for me, and I've learned many, many things about finance and budgeting. And I want you to keep in mind that this is just a general synopsis of it. And I would always suggest you reaching out to a financial advisor or someone to help you along the way. I know I have no problems in reaching out for help. Okay. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing that we want to do when we crush our debt is to face the numbers. I know it's hard to say or hard to do, but we need to face the numbers. We got to face the numbers. So by that I mean you want to list all of your debts, the amounts, when they're due, okay, and the minimal payments that it is. You want to list it all. And there's no judgment. Keep that in mind. This is your stuff. There's no judgment. I can't see it, so there's no judgment. This is just information, and keep that in mind, that it is just information that you need in order for you to proceed with your crushing the debt. So why are we doing this? Just like I said, This will help you know the full picture, and it will help you reduce your fears, and it helps you plan calmly instead of erratically. And that's what you really want to do. You want to plan calmly. You want to be reasonable about it. You don't want to be stressed out about it. So it's important that you face the numbers. Now, the second thing that you want to do is that you want to pick a strategy that fits your personality. Now, there are some strategies out here. I'm going to tell you about two. And when I tell you about them, I'm sure that you might have practiced them in some kind of way, but you just didn't know what the name of them were. Because I have practiced both of these, but I just didn't know the name of them. So the first one is snowball method, and that's where you pay off your smallest debt first for quick wins. And the other one is an avalanche method, and that's where you pay off the highest interest debt first to save money. Now, I have done both, but I lean toward the snowball method. But I have had some high interest credit cards that accumulated a lot of debt, and so I tried to pay them off first. So you have to weigh that. Why? Because choosing the right method makes it emotionally easier to stay motivated. And remember, crushing your debt, just like your budget and anything else, is something that you have to be what? Consistent with. You got to be consistent with it. You got to stay with it. You got to watch it. You got to monitor. So I know some people say, well, when you got time to do the stuff you want to do, time to have fun and everything. You'll have time to have fun, because once this is in place, it'll be second. You don't have to think about it. It'll be already embedded in your mind, and that's what we want, it to be embedded in your mind. And I want to let you know that it is never ever too late to start and change some habits that you see that you have, that you know that you need to change. So you want to take that in all of those type of things into consideration. So once you have come up with that, once you have found your numbers, and you picked a strategy that best fits your personality, then you want to think about creating a budget is your next step. And last week, the week before, the first week in choosing a budget with a purpose, I did talk about the different types of budgets, and I reviewed them last week when I was aligning them with your goals and your values. I reviewed those. So you want to create a debt-crushing budget. And even though there were many, many budgets last week, the one that really struck me was to create a value-based budget, which I had never heard of. All of the other ones I kind of heard of a little bit, but that value-based, build your budget based upon your values. What is important to you? And so that's how I'm kind of gearing this presentation this evening. So our next step would be to create a debt crusher budget. And so in that budget, you're going to have to prioritize your essentials, your housing, your food, your transportation. Then budget extra toward debt. So, as a tip, add even small amounts like $20 to $50 extra per month. Why? There's that word again. Small, consistent, extra payments make a big difference. They make a big difference. So I'm going to stop right now, and we are going to take another brief commercial. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you an example of a budget that I got off of the offline on the computer. It's just a sample budget, but it kind of gives you an idea of some of the things that can go into a budget when you're creating your budget. Now, I want you to keep in mind that a budget is something that is personal. Everybody's budget is different because we have different wants and we have different needs. So keep that in mind. We're going to go to a commercial, and we'll be right back. All right, we are now back. And let me see if I can get to that sample page of the budget. And if you're just tuning in, we're talking about crushing that debt. And now we're kind of trying to relate it to a budget. So this is a simple budget. It's an example. This is a person that I don't know who it is. I just got this budget off of the internet. As you can see, I just Googled or whatever and got put in simple budget, and it came up with this. So it's a fake budget. I would not put mine in, but this is just to give you a kind of general idea of what is going in there. So the first thing, if you look, I don't know if you can even see it, and I don't know if I can zoom it in, but it has things on there like what we were talking about before: housing, food, those type of things. And in this particular budget, they kind of color coded it a little bit. But they have entertainment is on there, car, mortgage, rent, and the basic necessities. So it's just a simple budget, but so you can get an idea. And sometimes people put them in an Excel presentation so they're side by side and you can see it. And they might have budget, what was budgeted, what you actually spent, and then what was left over. And sometimes they use that in organizations use that to prepare for the following year. So I just wanted to show you some of those things. So let's move on to automatic payments, which we can't see in here. So but it says, I can tell you what it says. I don't know why it's out like that, but we want to set up automatic payments. Okay, you can set up an automatic payment for minimum, and what it does is plus it can go. That minimum that you're setting up can go towards your bill. Okay, towards your debt. So you can have so much money, maybe $10, $5 come out of your check. for automatic payment that can go to that bill. It's not how much you pay, it's that you pay and that you are consistent with it. Those little bitty $5, $10, they add up. And before you know it, that bill is gone. So, what I have done in the past, if it's small enough and I have enough money, I'll go ahead and pay that bill off. But if I don't have enough money, then I just pay a little bit on it. Pay a little bit on it, and then the next month I pay another little bit on it, and then the next month until I have that brought that bill down, so that where I can just pay that bill off. You know, so those people who can just pay their bills, man, I'm happy for them. I was not like that, so I had to learn. I had to learn at a later age some of the things that I needed to do. And why do we want to set that up? Just what I said. Automation removes decision fatigue and stress. So you don't have that stress on, oh my God, I got to pay this month. Because you know that it's gonna automatically come out. Now, how many times have I said this, y'all? Celebrate small wins. Celebrate your small wins. Every debt paid off equals many celebrations. Woo! So reward yourself with something free. You hear what I said? Reward yourself with something that is free or low cost, like a special meal at home or a movie night at home. I have many movie nights. I have my popcorn. I get my Raisinets. It's just like I'm at the movies. And I sit here, I eat my popcorn, and I watch the movie with my Raisinets. I enjoy that. I enjoy those special moments. I'm going to tell you, I really and truly believe in rewarding myself. I don't have any problems in rewarding myself. Okay? So why do we do this? Because celebrations build positive momentum, and it reduces burnout. And we don't want to be burned out. I know I don't. So I also want to remind you that you can support me by doing stars on Facebook. I need to put that. I always forget that. And what it does, it just helps me a little bit with my content and everything. I'm knocking my light over, y'all. It helps me a little bit with my content and just little things, that will make my presentation and my podcast a little bit better. Like you said, each time, I hope that you all can see that each time I'm getting better and better and better with that. So I just want to remind you about that, because sometimes I truly forget. I also want to remind you that I'm always looking for advertising, people who want to advertise or sponsors or guest slots on my program. And you can reach out to me at Lestine1@gmail.com, or like I said previously, at CTR Media Network. So please don't forget about those small wins. Those small wins are very, 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 very important. You just don't know how it can motivate you. You can be feeling down and get a small win, and it just turns your whole world around. You know what I'm saying? So remember that. Now, and you've heard me say this one as well, that you want to protect your mental health. And so my whole episode last month was on self-care. So you got to practice that self-care. You got to take care of yourself. That I'm trying. It's always something, but I'm trying to take care of myself. And I pride myself on taking care of myself because I really have never really had any health issues until here recently. And I think I attribute that to taking care of myself because I am elderly, what you might call elderly. And so you know that you're going to get some. So I'm going with the flow. I'm working with it. But that self-care is important. I'm walking. I'm doing exercising. So find something that you love. I'm not a strenuous exerciser. So I walk. I can walk. There's nothing wrong with me walking. I journal. I write all the time. I just told my daughter, every time I get a thought, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night with a thought. If I don't write that thought down, I will forget it. So there's little pieces of paper all over my house with little thoughts and little things that I've written down. And people don't realize that, but that's journaling. It's journaling. It's just a form of journaling. Because once you gather them all together and put them in one place, it becomes a journal. But I do. I write down things all the time, my ideas and all of those things that I have in mind that, that might help me. And you should do the same thing. Because when you write it down, you see it. And you can manifest it. Now, y'all might not think there's too much into manifesting, but I'm a very strong believer in manifestation. It has just happened to me too many times for me not to believe it. Now, I can't say for you what's happening with you, but I'm telling you from me. So remember, debt is what you have, y'all. Okay? Not who you are. And a lot of times when people have debt, I'm guilty of this too. Oh, I'm in debt. People going to think about me a certain way. I don't really care now about how people think about me, but really, debt is not what I am or what you are. It's something that you have. And you can have it just by poor management, just any little thing. Anything can happen, dramatic, to cause you to fall into that pitfall. So remember that. So why do you want to protect your mental health? Because staying mentally strong makes the journey smoother and faster. That's right. Smoother or faster. So we're going to stop here and we're going to take another little commercial break. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to talk a little bit more. And then we'll be departing a little early. It's not as long tonight for Crushing Your Debt. Hold on. Let me go to commercials. My favorite job.
Oh, my goodness, the mailman came. I hope my sweet little thing cookie's in here. I just hope it's in here. Let me see. Let me open this up. That's it. That's it. Sweet little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh, I'ma have me a ball now. Let me just get this right here. Little thing cookie. That sweet little thing cookie. Oh, yeah. I finally got my cookies. This sweet little thing cookies. Oh, yeah. I'ma have fun. This package kind of big, though. Man, it got a lot of cookies. Oh, yeah. This the best thing ever. I'm trying to tell you, I got my my cookies, and I'm gonna eat these cookies, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. Wait, what? Marie, what you doing, man? You can't have those cookies right now. I'm sorry, we about to eat dinner. Once we finish dinner, then you can have those cookies. Go ahead, put them up. Go ahead, put them up. Are you serious, bruh? I got Sweet Listeine cookies, and now I gotta wait for dinner? Fine, can I at least look at the cookies? Thank you. Oh my goodness, I have waited all this time now. I gotta do all this. Fine. Oh yeah. I got my hands on some Sweet Listeine cookies. But I can't eat them right now because bruh talking about I gotta wait to dinner. Okay, I'ma do that. But once I finish that, it's gonna be on, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bruh talking about cooking some food. All this is a can of salmon and some frozen biscuit. Bruh cannot cook. I know he don't think I'ma eat this. Ain't no way. Bruh. Hey, bruh. Daddy. Daddy. Where are you? You set me up, homie. You had me about to eat a can of salmon and some frozen biscuits. I'm not down with that. I want my Sweet Listeine cookies. My Sweet Listeine cookies. Carrot cook. Is this what I'm saying? I was born by the river in a little old tent. Just like that river, I was running ever since. Marie, hey man, it ain't not what it thinks. I'm sorry. I was just gonna eat one cookie, but I ate them all. It's not my fault, Marie. I know better than this. You tried to set me up, homie. You had me eating that nasty food, and you ate all the cookies?
Finish him.
All right, we are back. That's one of my favorite. You know it's my favorite. One of my favorite commercials. So I'm Anna. I am the host of Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And this evening we are talking about crushing the debt. Something that we all dread is debt. We all want to have financial freedom. Let's put that. So I want to talk a little bit about how to increase your cash flow. Now, there's many ways that you can do it. Many people have many side hustles. You know, people sell things. I sell things. I sell jewelry on the side. I bake on the side. I do many people have freelance gigs. So these are just some suggestions where you can increase your cash flow. Now, when you increase your cash flow, you want to put that extra money towards your debt. Why? Because more income equals faster debt payoff without pinching your everyday life. So that's what you want to do. You want to do those things. So as we proceed, I want to give you a motivational quote. It's important. Crush debt with courage, not stress. Every dollar is a victory. Every step is strength. Stay calm, stay focused, stay free. So our last commercial of this evening, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. And so I'm going to give you a little brief summary. So now we have covered many, many things this evening on crushing the debt. Which one are you going to take? Which one are you going to utilize? Just take one step at a time. That's the way I look at it. That's all I do is take one step at a time. One step at a time. And in the past, and still now, I pick one bill to pay off. One. I'm not going to stress myself, and you shouldn't stress yourself out, because you got to live, but you got to pay your bills. So, I'm going to leave you this evening, and I'm going to say thank you, because I'm always grateful for those of you who attended or came into my podcast. I'm always eternally grateful. Your support helps me greatly. So, I want to end, I always end with my 3 L's. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll tune in next week. I have some upcoming events, which I will let me show you those right now while before I close out. So let me pull that up. I'm sorry. Let's see what I want to remove. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. So these are the upcoming events. I do have Pastor Dr. Marilyn Fenderson. She's going to be my guest speaker on June 25th. She is the founder and CEO of Marilyn Fenderson's Ministries. She's also an author, a speaker, a radio, TV personality, podcaster, Christian marriage, and self-publisher. So stay tuned and listen. Now, next week, I will be talking about saving made simple. So we're going to try to tie all that in, our savings, our budget, investing, spending money, all of those things we're going to try to bring together next week. So when I close out, I always tell people to remember the 3 L's. You want to live your life to the fullest. things that make you feel good, make you happy, because it'll make you feel better. It'll keep you healthy. The second thing is to laugh. Make sure you find somewhere in your life or your day or to laugh, and also make other people laugh. And for God's sake, laugh at yourself, because you know you do some crazy and silly things. So don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. That's what it's all about. And then the third and last thing is love. The Bible says you're supposed to love everybody. I know it's difficult, but we have to try. But the most important person that you could possibly love is yourself. So keep that in mind.